All right, guys. The day's here. The time has come. It is kind of, sort of, maybe our first look at the DCU, even though technically the first look it was Creature Commandos, which is currently airing. But then they also put out a teaser trailer to the teaser trailer, which is really fucking annoying. But for the sake of celebrating this momentous occasion, it is time to get our first peek at the DCU because we have the official teaser trailer for Superman. Now, they call it a teaser trailer. This is like 2 minutes and 19 seconds. I feel like this is a fucking trailer. Like, let's be real. But yeah, let's just let it speak for itself. Are we at the Fortress of Solitude? Oh shit. Did he fall? He fell. Oh no, he's in the fetal position. Oh no. Oh no, Superman. All right, he looks like a zoomer. We got it. I wonder who we technically don't know who the villain is, right? Lois. Pa Kent, right? So he's still alive. Although I guess that could be a flashback, to be fair. Oh, it's Krypto. Oh yeah, I forgot Krypto was in this.
Krypto.
Yay! Oh my god.
Home. Take me home.
Aww. Yeah, Nicholas Hoult is Lex.
Superman.
He's in some kind of cage.
Superman.
Kid calling for Superman. Guy throwing a milkshake at him. Well, now we're getting political, aren't we? He's kissing Lois while there's something. Oh, is that the villain? Is that Brainiac? Is that Brainiac? Okay, we'll watch it. We'll watch it again. We'll watch it again. Yay, Krypto! That's Mr. Terrific, I think, right? July 11th. DC Studios. Only in theaters. Filmed for IMAX. All right. I think that looks good. You know, I think it's one of those things where I don't think it doesn't quite reach the heights of that initial teaser trailer for the Batman, where, but also to be fair to Superman, Superman just isn't my guy like that, right? Like Superman, like the Batman, or like Batman is like one of my favorite superheroes, and Matt Reeves just so happened to make a fucking movie that just scratches all of my little itches. Okay, it makes me horny, quite frankly. I don't know that you can necessarily do that for Superman. Like, I don't know that you can necessarily make a Superman movie that's gonna make me horny. That being said, my appreciation for Superman has grown ever since I watched My Adventures with Superman, because I'd really only watched like Man of Steel and Smallville, which those are good shows, and like Lois, what was it, Lois and Clark, the one on the CW, the newer one. And I like those shows, and I like that movie Man of Steel, but they're not really Superman, and so I never necessarily connected with why other people connected with Superman. And it was like watching My Adventures with Superman it was like the Danny DeVito meme of like, oh, I get it now. It's like Clark and Lois and Jimmy at the Daily Planet, and it's fun and hopeful and yada yada yada. It's like, I get it now. And so, but even still, this looks like more in line with what I think people want from Superman. And maybe for other people, maybe for like hardcore Superman fans, this is that Matt Reeves the Batman trailer teaser trailer that made me realize, like, oh, this is my personality now. Maybe. I don't know. But for me, it's not. But it's still a good trailer. So let's watch it again and let's, like, we're going to autistically pause it and analyze it. So yeah, he's clearly fighting somebody that is able to take him out. There's the guy with the black that's dressed in black. We've seen him in like on set photos. I don't remember who fans have like sort of established he was. But then we obviously saw the guy with like the Deadpool face. That was kind of giving me like Brainiac vibes, but maybe it's the guy in the all black. Maybe that's him. I don't know. Yeah, honestly, I don't mind the suit. I gotta be real. Like, I don't mind the trunks. I know people have problems with the suit. I'll be honest. Anytime somebody says the word over designed, they say that a lot for like MCU suits. I'm like, sure. It's like I don't really care that much about superhero suits like that. It's like, oh, is it fucking Superman? Can I tell that it's fucking Superman? Then it's fine. I don't. I'm good on it. So yeah, this is his like Clark Kent suit. He's wearing the glasses. He's got the like zoomer floof on his head. I'm okay with it. He's like pretending to be clumsy. He's got this posture which I'm trying to get out of. Bro, there was like one time I was like watching a video of mine, and like for some reason I had like the side shot, and my ass was like, and I was like, oh shit, I like immediately went I need to fix my fucking posture. So I've been making an active effort, okay? So yeah, he got his ass beat. Was it by Brainiac or by another character? We'll find out. Yeah, this is Rachel Brosnahan. I think she's gonna be a fucking fantastic Lois. I really like her on The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel. This is my prediction is that she's gonna like low key be the standout of the movie. That's just my prediction, but we'll see. I mean, I wonder that little look there. I would assume they're already a couple, right? Or maybe not. I don't know. She's like eyeing him up. She's like, yummy, yummy, yummy. So I wonder how that's gonna go. Well, I'm just saying because like James Gunn has said that this isn't going to be an origin story, but I guess that doesn't necessarily preclude Lois and Clark from getting together for the first time in this movie. Like that's technically not an origin story if he's already Superman. I don't know. And yeah, that's obviously Jonathan Kent. Ooh, you know, this could be a flashback because he has the droopy hair to signify that he's young, even though it's a 30-year-old David Corn Sweat. So this might be a flashback. Okay, they did the same thing with Henry Cavill, where it's like, look, his hair's droopy. That means he's young. Oh no. You know, one of the things that I wonder about when it comes to like a crypto is like you could just never have him interact with humans, cuz like realistically a Kryptonian dog would have zero self-control and he would just murder anybody that like any human that interacts with him. He wouldn't mean to. He wouldn't be a malicious Kryptonian dog. But realistically, that motherfucker just has to be cooped up in the Fortress of Solitude literally all the time. But obviously, it's a movie and we don't have to think about it that deeply.
Crypto.
Oh, look at him. Oh, look at Crypto. Oh, I love him. I love him. I don't know. I was like seeing people on Twitter that are like, oh, it's a small dog. Crypto's supposed to be like a bigger dog. But then like other comic book nerds were like, actually, in the original appearance of Crypto, he's like a little rat dog. So he's a little rat dog, which I don't mind. You know what I wonder as well? I think Supergirl is going to be in this because her movie is coming out. I think her movie is the second movie out after this. So you would think that they would want to introduce her in this and like set her up and like make people then want to watch Supergirl, because I don't know how much of an audience Supergirl is going to have just on her own. Just because I think most people see her as like, oh, it's just a female Superman. Okay, whatever. So I think they would want to introduce her in this movie, and give her like a scene stealer or something to make people go, oh, she's cool. Let's watch her movie. And I say all this to say because like Crypto has a role to play in Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow, which is what they're basing her movie on. So, anyways, listen, I'm just thinking to the future. You know what I mean?
Home. Take me home.
So yeah, I wonder. Yeah, I wonder like why would somebody obviously kicked his ass. Maybe they weren't. Maybe they just didn't follow him, and he was like flying, but then he got exhausted, so he fell in the snow. Maybe, I don't know, but they didn't follow him for whatever reason. He's saving this child from things. Let's get a better look at Nicholas Hoult. Kind of blurry, but it's bald. Lex Luthor, you know. I suspect Nicholas Hoult is probably going to also be great in this movie just because he's a really great actor. And for people that don't know, he auditioned for Superman. So he holds genuine anger and resentment for David Corenswet, okay? So remember, all the times that Lex is talking about how much he hates Superman, it's not a performance, okay? It is Nicholas Holt's genuine anger and resentment that he holds for David Corenswet. Luthor Corp, sure. I would be terrified to walk across this. It's like, well, no, thank you. Why would anybody ever? You're telling me, yeah, I have to go to a meeting on the other building. I'm good actually. Especially when I live in the DC world and I know that at any moment, like, some, like, supervillain can be, like, crashing, can, like, throw Superman into this or something, and I'm just dead. Like, I'm good. Like, and I'm living in the DC world where there are, like, 15 9/11s happening every fucking, every 10 minutes. Like, nah, you're never going to catch me in the middle of this. You know what I mean? Oh, yeah, that's a better look at Lex. He's got a gun. What do you think that's going to do, Lex? You think you're going to kill Superman with that gun, Lex? Dumbass bitch? Well, I mean, maybe it's a kryptonite gun. Okay, so this is interesting. They have Superman trapped in a box. Well, we're not watching Smallville, so I guess there aren't, like, green LED lights to be like, look, it's a kryptonite box. But then it seems like they're like, are these people with cameras? Or like, are these civilians? Or are these like LexCorp scientists? I don't know. Something about this is giving me like civilian vibes for some reason. But I don't know. It's probably just like LexCorp scientists. I would imagine. But I guess for whatever reason they fucked up and Oh wait, is this a building? No, it's a box. No, yeah, it's a box. Oh, are those other people in cages? I think those are other people. Oh, I think this is like a series of. I think this is like a prison cell. Sorry. I think this might be a prison cell, actually. And these might be other people in cages? Isn't that a Brainiac thing? That's a Brainiac thing, right? Doesn't he, like, trap people? I think, right? Am I right about that? I think I might be right about that. Well, we'll see. There's some kid in, like, a war-torn country. I guess he's like, Superman, please save me.
Superman.
Some guy throwing a... What is this? Is that a can of soup? It's a can of soup. Everybody's upset, I guess. My guess is that he failed to save somebody, maybe. He's got that curl, though. He's got that Superman curl, so that's cute. Oh, and his suit is, like, battle worn as well, so... He just finished, like, fighting some guy, probably, and maybe there was collateral damage. And all the people are like, oh no, Superman's bad because he let some people die even though he saved way more people. I'm going to throw a can of soup at him. Hopefully he does the Homelander thing. He just laser visions them all. Oh yeah, well, there was something went down here. Everybody's mad at Superman. Oh, Stag Industries. So Stag Industries is a Simon Stagg. He was in Batman Arkham Knight. And he was doing, like, experiments on people, I think, right? I think? Maybe? Or was he working with Scarecrow in that game? Who knows? Not me, that's for sure. That's Guy Gardner, right? Here's the thing. I understand that comic book fans, they want the comic accurate bowl cut. I think it might look a little too stupid in live action. And I know there's also the criticism that Nathan Fillion is too old for this role, but I think especially considering that they cast an older guy as Hal Jordan, I actually don't mind that. Like, I like the fact that Hal Jordan is old, so is Guy Gardner, so that means that there's a history there, right? Guy Gardner and Hal Jordan have been around a while, because then we have a nice young, supple young man in Jon Stewart. He's going to be played by a younger actor, so I kind of don't mind this. And I think Hot Girl, she's just like she's an immortal, right? So I mean, she could have been around, and she just looks like Isabella Merced. Oh, and there's a better look at Hot Girl. I gotta say, this shot looks a little CGI. Looks a little CGI, James. It's not Isabella Merced. You can't fool me. It's fine. Oh, I didn't even know. Did I just not notice that there was a fucking monster here? He's just fighting a kaiju. What the fuck? Jesus. Oh, let me guess. Superman's fighting a fucking kaiju, and there's some collateral damage. And because there's some collateral damage, all the, like, civilians are like, Superman, you suck! Why did you let that monster destroy a building? It's like, he's trying his best, guys. Like, what fuck's your problem? You fight the kaiju then, bitch. This is like the initial image where there's like a laser beam. There's like a weird laser beam out there. And everybody was like criticizing the poster because people are like, why isn't Superman going out and fighting the laser beam? He's like slowly putting on his boots. Here he's just smooching on Lois, letting whatever the fuck's going on back there happen. The fuck, Clark? Okay, so there we get a little smoochy smooch with Clark and Lois. So are we? Is he dressed as Superman actually in this? Yeah, he is. I don't know. I'm going into this with the assumption that Lois and Clark are already together and she knows he's Superman. That's my assumption. But I could be wrong. I don't know. So he's crying over this robot. This looks like the Fortress of Solitude. I wonder if maybe this is Jor-El, and this is like the last. Maybe like his AI consciousness was like killed or something. That's kind of what this looks like, right? I think so, right? Maybe. Who knows? I don't know anything about anything. I think that's Brainiac, actually. I think I'm right. I think this is Brainiac. I think that that cage that Superman was in, I think that the other people around him are also in cages. Because I don't really know that much about Brainiac, but I have like vague, like I think Brainiac collects people and like different species and stuff as like prizes, right? That's his thing, I think, right? Oh, Lex Luthor, big mad. Oh, he angry. He's mad. Oh yeah, that's, you know what? The civilians might be valid if they're their feelings might be valid if this happened. Superman, why don't you stop this? He's so mad. Oh, he angry. Baravian troops amassing at border. Cuss? Current level of threat. Live reports coming in from the Baravian border. Okay, here's the thing. I don't actually know if this is like a weird fictional DC country or if this is like real. You know, it's fine. We don't need to know. It's fine. Oh, you'll get crypto. Oh, you'll get crypto. Oh, you will puppy. Oh, they're gonna be dragging Superman. Oh. So he's pushing on something. Is this the kaiju or? I think this is the kaiju, isn't it? Probably, right? Yeah, I think so. Well, that's the thing, right? I think that other guy is Brainiac. This might be a different character then. But like it also like Brainiac, the way that they have Brainiac looking, it would also make sense if that's not Brainiac and that's just some like guy that Lex Luthor experimented on and created. No, okay. My theory is that other guy is Brainiac. This is a different character, and I think this is like a guy that Lex Luthor like created in a lab to fight Superman. That's what I think. That's what I think. He's like tackling. Him and Superman are wrestling on a football field. This guy's Mr. Terrific, I think, right? It looks like people are like shooting at him and what looks like a civilian in the middle. So that's a bunch of civilians. So these guys are doing their job real well, aren't they? Oh, look at that. They're kissing while they're flying. Should they be doing this in public? Because, like, aren't people going to be like, hey, is it Lois dating Clark? Hang on. That Clark guy, he kind of looks like Superman. I feel like if you took off his glasses and you removed the Zoomer haircut, I think he might look like Superman. Maybe? I don't know. All right, Clark. Go out and deal with the laser beam. July 11th. All right. Yeah, I think it looks really good. But what do you think? What do you think about the trailer? Are you excited? What do you think about all my theories? All right. Personally, I think I'm 100% correct. I've never been wrong about anything. But you can try and prove me wrong. You'll fail. You'll fail, just to be clear. But you can try. Let me know in the comments down below. And I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.